I've been working on waste for 32 years now, and I'll tell you, this conference is so exciting to me because it represents a milestone in our thinking about waste, because it's talking about design and justice, and those are the two things that we need to really solve our waste problem.
So coming out of like a 5-year struggle to stop a huge environmental injustice in my community, I've been made clear that like this injustice is not one on its own, that it's an injustice that can be seen across the globe. And the solutions are here. We have ideas in ways to address the issues, the challenges that we're facing in our neighborhoods, but that's only going to work if we know what we have the potential of doing and if we do it together. The reason I find it so important to be here is to learn about what are some of the solutions and what are ways that we can work together to address the issues that we see in our communities.
Thanks, everybody. Is the mic on? Is that working? Awesome. I am so excited to be here. I've been to lots and lots of conferences on waste, but usually they're like, what kind of bins should we use to get to zero waste? And this is the first conference that is really addressing what we need to get to zero waste, and that is design and justice. Actually, design and justice are two of the three most essential things we need to get to zero waste. What we really need to do is not ask what can we do with the waste, but ask how can we create an economic and social system that doesn't create waste, that treats neither people nor resources as disposable, and which allows us to live, not just live, but to flourish on this one amazing planet that we have. That is the question that we need to be asking ourselves. We often also hear the mantra, reduce, reuse, recycle, as a way to get to zero waste. Now that's a fine mantra if we accept that the best thing that we can do is reform the existing material flows in our economy. But where we really get to transformational change that will bring us to zero waste is when we add rethink, reimagine, and redesign.
I think from this conference, I think there's one big takeaway and one big opportunity. And I think the big takeaway is that in the way that we consume and produce, if we continue to do that, we're done. You know, we're done from a climate change perspective, we're done from a biodiversity perspective, we're done from a water perspective, because we are using more materials to serve the economy than ever before in the history of humanity. The opportunity is to really bring divergent stakeholders together to really co-design solutions. And I think the new school, and with the real emphasis on design, can be a real leader, because design is really critical to really reimagining a future where we serve the population, but address in a way that addresses this material intensity.
What's inspired me most so far in this conference is really this integration of social justice and zero waste, that it's not just one point where they connect, but that they really need to be thought of in a systematic way, collectively, that zero waste isn't zero waste if it isn't socially just. And so I'm excited about the energy and the passion that people are bringing to that conversation today.